ahwefo nyina akwaba sonkom fambra showdown jumedie so Kumasi online TV Thick TV and our face on the friends of Ken TV and Kwada and sama hodra echegudi ekwoso ye man mu nyina no e na maboabo no a mede eba be so mo se showdown jumedie. Unfortunately as a 8 minutes apa your time in hode bia meka chem se showdown there exactly 2 to 4 and then so 2 na unya notification no nchese na ya se one wo made Monday to Friday be ensure to we abo daddy day nyina na meba betena se na mede o man Ghana ho nsensama hodro na aba be so mo and any day dey kan make sure so be subscribe to the channel where dey aba me wa share video ama onwe be no show wo so dey ama obi for na comment section na se no sadi abranya brebia me ne mo ade dwuma me tuja no wa ha na onso wato dey afa comment section na se e dey ama me enter se me sorry jubedie no so no comment ahodro beba nyina no meto me bo na makenkan ni nyina no e dey ama mo breko de nim so no communicators beba betena se na nsoma echegu ye man Ghana no ya twetwe nkomo e dey afa on sa so na hana 80p sama hodro aba won krata nim no hyane so se ono so beba betena se no wato ne bo apese ni nyina mu e dey ama ye me a metena James jumedie ya so mo mede ene nana ya se wanjime ko bia da Roma ena ne matena siam di jumedie so eba besomo eye Dennis garage ka bia wo pa to bia no se ye Tacoma se ye VA se ye Lexus Australia keka ho nyina no wo be pie mo o maso ya ade bi wo ho no Monday sa akosi Saturdays anopa akosi enwumbre nyina no wo mo eye available wo mo cars ne so de tiapo inside the creation no just bia engine no woni ade nyina no bibia ye kama nkasa entiska nkoto ade fon o tiska na wato papa preko 0550623377 and Dennis garage in phone number betumi afre mo na ka wo pe no wo mo EDB ama saso e na police ban for so aso mase agesende no meri jumedie eso mo so se men kan cho se mo amusisi nyina no emu etutu wa wechi nkase no emu tutu a wontumi nya wo hwe no wa wontumi ntini wo mu wa wo nan wudi sifo ma na agese wo so wudi enemu wie wa nkasa weda ya hyase agesa no yenyu eba enesa mo agese du anadwo a wo be bra sa na obetumi ada no wonya police ban ni bia wo de massage ho na the da acha 5-10 minutes ubetumi adankasa mo amu obi memu ni ade nyina no open dodo na mepacho wo frame pedifon kwade a country biada wo bia no metumi package ne kama na wo mo ede abrel upedudu etu akopie mo misi herbal center mron Kumasi ubetumi afre 0244582993 na onu wo mo atwetwe enkomo ukopie mo chemist shop na say ni pharmaceutical shop bia so a obenya police bam ni bi e wo honom na wato me say mo mbre no mira ensama ndede ni maboabo no amedi ni nyina no eba beso mo se showdown jumedie Endrada metena se amedi shoulder jumedie so mo na me catch am say eye Kantanka ebusuekuo no kame akwa say I think say next month impo na Kantanka free mu no benya 1 year ndi nankasa abireke ye bedi na feda ne sa na so sabre ya me no ka say papa egusu aje so she fridge mu a adeche ni ade sabia nsama hodro na na eboboba endrada metena se press conference ne ba akofina aje say nde Kantanka ebewu no ne wela wo troye ede to honom no se ontiase bioma Kantanka ena enye ebusua ni nyina eja Kantanka ena enhwe ni bibia so emfa mane ni ade no nra Kantanka ne ba eya akofine obeye press conference ni ade challenge ni nuaba lawyer Adwoasafo se eya ade asade Adwoasafo enya ye bill boss ni ade akeka se ne papa wuo na wewu ni nyame yadoma on the 30th and 31st of this month ena eye no eba so no ono ne tiemu akache Ghana for se enya de eye ne beba so ne na eye no abaso echina na waka ni sewie ya na Adwoasafo so be so na Adwoasafo se akofina monto na asemgu akofina de sende na no one de enumdwane ade na jeseye ne de akofina tumi nkyere wo bia wo krom ha was 1 week ni the same thing akofina ye wo ye dede poye na hwekọ wi echi a wono Adwoasafo ni nuanom kae aka no wo me de wo na sifo ma wo me ye 1 week no akofina de abusuafo nkade ebetena mum ema 1 week ni successful in the said ye akofre ni abre obeye press conference eye ne maso no o kama Ghana fo nyina tiase se eye no ebeba so na no ade achase akofre studi abusua na ye press conference no wo mo de nsambe etu dwa se Adwoasafo se so obeja Kantanka ne body ni mu ede ama wo mo a wo boka 3.7 million Ghana cedis a wo de quantity sika ne mu a eye 37 billion ebusua enye sika ketwa akofre na raise a lot of issues about it say eye kura ye nyamba so 37 7 billion dia adwasafo konya sika ne free hemfa wo be ka che wo mo se before ansa na obegya papa ne mu di ama wo mo no agese wo matua asa sika no emre bi atwa mo so issues we sha ase rezi ekopie mu wo court no court ema yete ase se ebra Kantanka eba beda ne benkum so no o ka kire eye ne last testament anasa ne last will of trode to honom wo kire se enne wonte asibioma nipa wonjina enye na eyi so eya akofena nti na ka wo mo hwe ne masanka adwasafo behunwa Kantanka body no ede ama akofena na afe no eye ho hyehye ne ade nyina no watumi ede atudwa na Ghana fo nyina no aso etumi atebe na so adwasafo yeso waje papa mu di akata na ni ase fitibra papa de wu ye bese ne de ye bushia mena mo ka se Kantanka ebushia kuo no a wo mu di eye akofena yechi wo mo kire se wo mu nim bebi a papa mu wo se papa ni tiri wu ye twitwa se papa ye twitwa ne more se papa ne si ahye se papa ne se ayedai wo mu nim bebi a se papa de dantinka wo mu de asumdwe na wo mu penti asumdwe a wo mu pe no anka adwasafo mpo enkyere wo mu se Kantanka eda transmission anase Kantanka oda mogwe Kantanka eda hase anase Kantanka ye de nafa bebi se de be yanka ebusua nimpo wo mu de wo manim yenu ebehu na so up to end day ya mena mo kase Kantanka mu no eyade akofena ene ebusua nkan na kire se wo mu nim bebi eda ene nyame ya do mo mu kopie mu court na wo mu kopie mu court no akofena se na wo hwe nim se injunction ebeba beto eye Kantanka ene adwasafo eyiye ya wo so wo ba be yehwi nyame ya dom ema court e de 10 days ato so aje se nyame ya dom 30th 31st se de na adwasafo aye be board a chiche invitation card ni ade nyina se eyiye ne ba be koso no eyiye no entumi emma so na according to akofena de o say ni nyankopon na akasa ama no onim se nkunimdie ne de eyo no ane de yenkɔ na yenkohwe ensama hodo agyesende na kɔɔso wɔ court a Kantanka ebusuekuo wo mo body ba ko nipa wewu agya wa yehwe sabre osanko musie ne so no ada ne chuma mentwe ne yehwe nsema ekɔɔso ahodo ne nyina no evemra sisia.
In relation to Apostle Kojesafo's estate, yes. So we came to court today, and then we came to court for an interim injunction, and gratefully the court has granted our prayer that the Honorable Ajasafo has been injuncted from proceeding with organization of the funeral, yes, and then the burial as well, yes, for a period of 10 days. It's an interim injunction for a period of 10 days. So as it stands now, she has been injuncted from proceeding with the funeral. So that's it.
Kumasi Online.
Okay.
Congratulations. Why you ning na? Why you ning na? Yamina dinkuno, yamina dinkuno. Sure.
Ebusia na chese ende day die course so ewo court ena Kantanka ebusuekuo no wo lawyer acheche ni nyina mu ede amaye nti this time ne die court akasa so de eye final na Kantanka na eyeye wasanka ba so on the 30th and 31st of this month no unfortunately entumi emba so ba megusu wati he adwasafo de sedi akofna beka enu ade obe challenge no ye hwe se obekoso a challenge court no ye lawyer ni so na minim se wonim niam bi say I'm not sure say obeye bibia be breachi the last year ne father's last will what die in the edema enu adametena se me ka se bi say asa na kan minim say eja efrem a eye busua onipa bi afiri mukura na menka ne sa eye busua anka mampo de anka yasade ne se ye beto adaka na ye di esie ye papa but I don't really know ni enti a asadwo asafo waje agire mu a wo ba kukudurofo ne ade a opese wono a eye bibia esie ne papa na papa ne so wele so odan ne di no anya hwe no we all know say asadwo asafo etume respecting the father's role mo na mo pray ye ne yenko kan we lo ne yenko kan we lo wo court o yenko kan wo court o na ekopie wo court a wo mko kan we no enti this time mo mekopie wo court na mo akọ kan we na papa no akire say ofiri ma eye wo nua be ma akofina na enya mo papa mo nua be ma akofina na enhyensie na why is Adwa Savo trying to do skirmishes about this whole issue but me who interview bi organte ya no training semu say papa ne so da wo ba be wu no eson ensema papa ne ka kire no but say we kwa de busia since there is no evidence baby e no no ma be kwa akogina obeka say o papa ba be film no ka say the chairwa na so ka say e the chairwa wo bi abeji edi de ne wila wo sure the two honom the man na lawyer for say wo ni honom a wo mu ndi so no eno na wo bi abe yusu nti Adwa Savo de e ka men kwa de anka wonto bibi engu na omma oni ni nuanom nyina no wo mo nka wo mo humbom no wo mo hwe kwan a mo befa so a wo mo betumi akata wo mo papa echi ye sa papa e wa bobra papa wa bobre nipa wa boa wa mo nenhole nso de meka ne say the whole world impo most of the countries so be kwa honom no na ne sorry wo most of the countries this time mo ba be ma sa de we wetimi wa ka me we sese e de aba be say papa ne legacy a obeja ye ewasasi shu ana I am not sure say mo be say mo begu mo papa ni mu nanim asentino you people should do the right thing na the cheni ade se bi ansensem ne de ye adoso anesa me to asem ne so e de amamo de a ma me fo mo nkopie mu ewo Techima North se me de mo kopie mu Techima North a ewiase mu pa de abuhwe de bia me kasa asem we say EBB ni NDC wo hu se obi anka ye Ghana fo kro ya ye nya ne be ka wo masem EBB ba be ma entroning dada no mde be wi Ghana for NDC so ba be ma the same thing NDC before say ye kwa to 2024 ba ye nyina ye be ka ye man pani excellency John Dramani Mahama waka che Ghana for nyina say MPP wa be mu aduane anu ode ma school for no eye aduane acha say enya comment ono nyame ya adom na so obanko ade a obe make sure say ebusia e teacher for de ade nyina no or the sika be headmaster sa or the sika headmaster sa what headmaster ne say onko ha onfa ha onra ha onti ha nentwinam onkoto aponchenam onkoto akokonam onkoto ne ade nyina enfem be ma school for said ya man panika asem ni ntino eto awufo bebre na akoma so eto teacher for bebre na akoma so mo wo mo di kokromoti no ekoto abade ba NDC amanyoko afi NDC ba ya ebushia adane samche which is them mesra mo fa aduane ni bi enfa toto so enfa mame na se aduane ye ebushia wo mu display ewo TV shui okopie mu wo krobo nursing training a chese ewo Techima North a nurse fu a ewo ho no me ebushia wo maduane a wo mu dinie a nurse for wo ko school yes per semester they pay over 1,700 Ghana cedis as school fee in nko yes kane no nanka anya shimpo no nanka ye feed wo mo 3 times a day yama wo mo breakfast yama wo mo lunch na afe no yama wo mo supper but this time no breakfast na ye yidi efiri honum lunch na sure wo mo be kwa akodi age se 3 pm na wo mo di lunch 3 pm wi a wo mo be di supper age se 9 pm
Kumasi online
eduane a kwabrani etue school fees a yede mano no ebuhye bi na da TV show na sebi imperifo fancha me jam one na sebi me krama po da fie mpo no me de se aduane we be feedi no se aduane ye da kasafoni hwi me de be feedi no obi abobra tue school fees obi wo hono ma wo mienu wo miensa obetue school fee di ni bi 1,700 na mo be man aduane a sausage as sausage ne sayane o se sausage ne sayachi o se sausage ne yaye ne den o sa aduane we ye aduane a ye de manipa se aduane we ye aduane a ye de ma esukuufo ana na wo hwe wa ache na menib se erani ewiase mompa de emobo wo hwe wa ache na se eye nkwan na gu hu se ye froye na gu hu se ye deben na di gu hu ye se ye friend sauce Inti kwabrani tuya 1,700 na oba besi asabi ne nufu abubu asabi ni baby shuwe fuku ha utebri meduane we de mana efe kama na enam sani ema we ye kokoshu ni ntino sukunkwala no eti wom hugu montense principal any day na wo school ni mu no oye niema bi a wo mani nje ho eniema bi koso asaniema na ekoso no enhyen kran enam anu hwinti no they are expecting say anya hwe no Ministry of Health and a health minister minta kando anka principal ya de no abre wo mo okrobo midwifery and nursing training dem and dem yi anka yeyi ni free ho because eniema wo ye no emmoa wo mo at the same time yes suku ho no mo GPA e was said that 1.5 and your GPA crab at that 1.5 na anya hwempo no utumi etena se wo betro receipt licensure examination no principal yi dey ni se want ase da ema nkwale yi ntro in fact said ye nkwale yi sifa kasa no eya areho mobo because nkwala no hu say wo ma bre se wo ma me no papa ebetiti wo mo moje anim akaso wo de wo ko school eya na nya easy na de eya areho sa ye mobo wasa asem we nyina mu say kwabrani no kura be ko school be wie mpore busia se be ya ye be posti wo mo so ya asem se be ya ye be posti wo mo no eno so kura ya asem ene suku nkole ya no dem suku nkole eti ni suo na busia suku nkole ya wo mo ti wo mo hugu monte se wo mo ye demonstration ni ene a police fo insuo hwewa ka se hwewa ka se petem so a police fo yi wo ma kumemu abru nkole ya wo mo ye demonstration ni enkola ni sem nyina ni se ye nya police fo de boni o a police for no yen kasenti a wo mo na I have seen a lot of videos kra na ebre wo mo share demonstration na simple na a police for no kra bo wo mo ho bai afia busua ye nim de si ye nim de ba ye all of a sudden a police for na atwo sin koleishu a tesese de wo mesifo ebrim wo mo no enya asam ketwa ye hwe videos ni bi enfamra sisia
ankwa ya ankwa bola na be ma ni di moto king
aka ba sisa ni na
se jam pala na chibolet tin obi pa wa ba school I'm not sure there was cleaners. They look cleaner. They start treating as slaves.
Wow.
My chest school fees almost 4,000. They start slavery freedom. So students any right. Okay, sir, and go back here. Just analyze the BBR. They want to know Kasa.
Yes, wow.
No.
Yes, well, what's your nearby way? The one policy for Abu and Yaba cannot ask him. And Palamaiwa, what we had demonstration was in Biemu, woman without weapon there. But Yabana, some workers, a class of Musabi, what would Jessica? No, Jessica, Maswa. No, Omukana, some more there. I think it's very bad. This is very bad. So that is why we are calling the health minister. Honorable Parliament Takando, you are the health minister. Minister, please, kindly intervene with this. Give an eye person airtime. And take one money up, please. I'm raising general issues. And some of the issues being raised. No new principal, no class. These are some of the things. And then you can turn it. You can also turn it as well. I mean, the team must go. The team must go. The team must go. Jesus, yes. Because, yes. You see, these are the names of nations, and these are the people. I mean, to help me, sir, please. And some of them can wait, and your Basamasabian, they are peaceful. They are harmless people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They have complained bitterly. I mean, what do you want to complain to all the government authorities? These are some of the things I work at. And they are pretty. So what do you want to me? Go.
students say come to Sam say, ya
Music online.
Serious. I'm missing a star. So sad, you know. You shall star. You shall so the person that was even bad. A worrisome situation.
So yeah, what's good on Pasua?
Wow, look at that.
What's on Pasua? What are the principal class?
Yeah.
What are the principal?
Oh, what they are saying, the dean must go, the principal must go. Until then, woman class, when somewhere, a school for no aircraft. So, well, this is live. You're welcome to Tido Media and the voice of Kantanka TV.
Demonstration in school no abo police for Mahama yaboye na kan papa man ka yenye demonstration e ma yam bu students me me right me me try me fees and who chiti me doesn't mean say me ama no because of that all police abo me ama me pira but e bedru na bedru
yeah demonstration see the free school ana eba ano me say was am say against it challenge say we are doing peaceful demonstration against ya they here say you want us to use force as if the demonstration and you need right all of the time no see here almost as we to
Music online.
you are saying here what you almost say inside in school that's the reason you know
School bang.
explain them to when them I
Oh, but I don't see that reason bang, you know, who demonstrating.
I have our principal no never be post school my own temple ya drop petition several of man on fear she said no I dictatorship e won no some of you was school what she says and be final on say you know never can be and I see and we are doing like if she is going to go we are not going to
So, mentioning Yoma Bako, Lionu Miensa, affected students.
student is that 2007 for feeding people first I use the chance the first fever what change me students one cash and slay why you watch it the coin as some of catch and say if you know you frame am no that you pass it
Show me that. That's it. This is students protesting at Techima. They started from their school to Techima and the police is harassing them, shooting at them. They are running. If you look around, they are scattered all over. Some of them are still running and they don't know where to go. The police cars are many. They have arrested some of them. We don't know where they are taking them to go. I believe this
Music
is very
online.
low standard.
Music online.
chese eye krobo nursing training suku mofra wo mo ewo ho no menrada inte sukoko a wo mo te ye e de hye wo mo principal no ene yakọ akwahwe ni nyina ba wutie ensama wo mo edi tudwa na eni enyan na in fact a police force wa mo hye nyame anim e so oba besia ne kon e so bema mu pass in fact ye be kon de be sade enya kama a police for masedian poni se mo be boy ye ho ban woni short ni ane ade nyina akoso o enkwala no they are in pains. We need to understand where they are coming from. Because how on earth say, obekwa go to 1,700 Ghana cedis per semester say, ye feeding fee. Na adie na wasi ye mamo 3 square meal a day, breakfast, lunch and supper. Na afe ye breakfast e free mu. Na lunch and supper eduane bi ebusia te se some fe eduane ni ngo shom na ma shafo nche.
Music online.
Eduane ente se, wo bakra na se be wo kraman po wo fie no. Eduane ye da kasafoni so de be ma no. Eduane e da kasafoni so wajam akro wo fie po no wo de be ma na ena nya se bi eduane ne kwa na eye fio. These children are paying for it. They are paying for it. It is one matna say ahye niema ekoso wo sukuu ni mu na enya they have the right to voice out. They have the right to voice out. Why would you give obi be eduane we? Sausage no say yanio say den yo utumi ma obi ba bayre ne gas bayre miensa aden na yenua no ma wo mo senior high school grade say no wo feed. If the government show say this time we can no longer feed them, you tell them we can no longer feed you people. Sabani to be feed you you just speak to them. Na kwabrane was it previously na kaya won kwafo wo mo clinic school ni mu mayen. And na yene yedi ye kosworm ni ye kopia bola. Come on. Am I here to son ye maybe say show? I know say health minister you can do better. Sukun kwala woman sorry prekope ankase wo mo ba be ka wo mo eyade ha wo mo they need to have a sound environment wo mo de besua de it is an environment na wo say wo nya de sua de say ho ye very noisy. How are you going to learn?
Music online.
No ma bre we nyina fa we mu nyina mpo awie se be ya wo menya adwuma ye mpo so no eda ne bo achi bidin bre we nyina achi o se be ya wo menya adwuma ye mpo no na nya asam ketwa. Health minister we dem srew fa nice fom na tie nkolesu na nsama wo mu di tudwa no eye ya ankasa Jan Isaac enso enareti ensama hodro na dem asompa FM video credits nkoma wo mu eche ni nsemu say ebra wo kopie mu wo hono ma so ne nkola ne kasa ye do hu ase de ma bobo sukura na bisia ye mu ketwa eniema che se wo mu femu wo sukuu ni mu no enya asam ketwa atete ni ohawa wo mu fem e wo sukuu mu hono enya asam ketwa na wotie nsem a Jan Isaac di atudwa na ebisia ebaji wo nsem ye ntie sansem no emfemra sisiye.
Music online.
unfortunately production team no egusu a wo mo ehwehwe video no de ama na ache se Jan Isaac there watch say ebra wo kopie mu e wo krobo nursing training honom no enuane ankola no edi one of the issues a wo mu raise pa eno no saso na most time nso no ya principal aja so mo de da ba honom no kwan a wo de wo mo efa so no so ya kwan aja se enye kwan pa wo mo brankasa enu ntiri wo mo sre Ministry of Health minta kando ene ebusuakuo ni nyina se wo mo mbra na wo mo embeji wo mo ende principal ne kra ne din ne kra na wo mo pa wo mo transfer the video na ready yengo tie video no mfemra sisiye
so no be makoma nsia bi ane ya de hadene na wo mo twa na mo bi o so mutu
Kumasi online
wo mo bia ne asem the question ba ya na ye din for you ni bi kire ne hwe aduan na wo mu di no woman who please in crowd the woman. Hey, yes, so the Yaman, yeah, can be cancer and pictures and them out. What's that nursing training for? And could I in a Jania woman? There's a grand Serbian. But I am buying my own Teddy. Said the corner, the corner of the name of Cookie to the Namkran come. And I said, the corner one about. And I said, I'm a ticket to be the near to see the thing I can talk about the total. It look as if a woman was pleased and yes, a woman be any. Gomu what it is at the moment very sick. If you are not normally most done, Grandma Room, but anything because at the end of the moment. I don't know which is a first principal no a moment 3 times a day. But way by was so about 2 times. She come on with your Mutia. And my quantity no quality over the no from cry. And to more every 2 million say. Somebody at the same amount in beer. Not a wee back of the man, you're going to quality from my end. And also a baby as a buffer. Yeah, Mia, Melania, the cost me, brother. Say the name mouse say. Come on, Bokaman Crown of Ramon, or very dirty. I had an airtime. And no sweaty.
Kumasi online.
Determined the so many school. Muchi and the David Medfield, the Ghana cities. But Bosumi, I come back 2 months in. Or moon, I find entertainment, Mobile, at your proposal at the ban of Cafe Principal. They are not there for entertainment. They are not there for fun. All entertainment to be. I'm not trying to come here. And for so many also. I don't know decide when you want cash advance or most entertainment. But so many say no more money. But they are not there for fun. They are there to learn. And Ghana was a baby. Ambassador and Yamu Sumo. Or Montiasia into almost and so much company and before. And now they are who fumo. I'm almost academic standards. I never be cost academics now at time. And the academic. A school for the actual number. And the women both a call remarking. Remarking about your first woman. And the woman was after a board because of and telephone do my bro. I know where the woman just yet. I don't think woman call remarking and so to be out of here. You know, and a woman and tell say, it doesn't matter to come for our issues me. Sir, Dean of students in the academics. But we can get it up one day. If you move from material or class course, or this course, not as a son to a month. No, we do some class course. The German no cannot very and woman, I think I want to be more in the they go. I don't know what passing, but Dean of students. Any academics, they are my reduced school scores.
That they macho, that one hour, Dean of students, no, why.
I found one dealer who really can so a lawyer can say so a lawyer. But all your beer or issues, previous a Ukrano, a very thing that will block a certain animal. And they look at you for certain mood party and the question near my moon. And you didn't know me, one year free, maybe understand Eddie Dina Mouse.
Sure.
And you know, okay, is Lupa, one reason, and a deal of students in the academics. And the principal is only the issue called the war. I'm afraid the time. We have Mr. Time. I'm afraid Mr. Time. And now, my manager says the principal is on the 100 of them school management. What issue calls on farm management? And these 2 people know so move forward. And see, woman 9 says, scores on class course, no, think of 1 to 2 sessions. Hey, no, my revision on quality of feeling. You cannot see another day, and also you have the having because of us from the Shadi. Now a passia, no move is abroad. In the other super issue, Cassiaba, a count, you know. And that is all I say. This time, people bear 55. Yes, your moment of an exams.
I didn't try.
55. Southwest week as a lot of changes. And NMC so much moment to
Music online.
Refer. And the almost to say, schools are coming.
Ebusia John Isaac and I yet in Semina Ba, a bravo copy mu, our Crobon Nursing Training College, and somehow drag as a Elcos was Shukumu Honomono, and a Watson a boy, a bonnet tofa, and my yenano, yet de yasun etumia TV, medical yakatre, health minister, Minta Kando, say Yasrenankasa, often a night offensive from Nanyama Elcosum, I was to good them one minano, on to me, Emma, and no Embra says, and the principal and Shukun Colano, among pen and nam near me. Why any idea just say for criminals or mobile transfer and so be in a free honoma, not womu Eddie free honum Eddie Mayan. Met one samness why, in fact, a kako 2 weeks in here, Nipa war trendy, a chairman Wontumi. Na and Nayera Kennedy a compre coin in Japan video be shall see a seculatia. That time an MPP Amanyo Konua Bemu. Yera Kennedy a compre coin in Japan, the Cocoban no dempa. Edema MPP for say, said ya quabrane ko yedwa wa brochi anu obre onye ni bebra no tumito asase na afe MPP amanyo koi wo ma chinchim nipa ne nsa ne ade nyina no eji nipa na asase de efire wo nsa no wo mo hwe ye papa na nye wo mo MPP for na betena be ma febo emre bi be ba chese baton ne besesa na baton ne be kwa akodi ndisi amanyo kofo ni nsem nti se na MPP amanyo ko na adwen ya wo mo se wo mo ani oga wo man mu wo mo ani just obi amba wo mo chem so obi anka wo mo asem dia wo mo enye careful na during that statement na Yera Kennedy akompre ko hine Japan na eba beka say assemble wo hono ma ya na mo amoye say ade bi wo hono a Kennedy beka sa do nke yan koka wodem no akompre ko say enye sansem we bi say ne koka wodem o ka wodem na say yenti a e wo so de Bible nten na obeka na Ghana fo nyina no aso etumitibe na sa kokobo we ya Yera akompre ko hine Japan adema MPP amanyoko na wo mantie no sanka ne MPP tie ya anka nsama de cheni alise bia etwegu I am not sure say anka be ko ne sa yenti akompre ko hine Japan na enfemra sesia.
So please more power come team me see me wo pictures chado omu di police for na police for no ene a soldier for no da bi omu frɛ o ma no omu kɔ obi esu because nipa no Canada usha how long it takes to save money to come and buy a land
serious
na wu ko gina ho wa ba power until you are intimidating people you account for your stewardship. One were ball, a ball, ofa now two ball, war no see bounces back to you. And maybe about one be a Ghana a super but unkum. And now Bonia would di Ghana for intino. Ghana ubenya sikenya but unkum. Bidia mi tumfo. And you may shemu pa the way I am call for see a shabeso. I can't control myself again. God, they have started cheating people and is going against us. Who we ever catch as a party as them, who can them and coma small. They just a they will go and cheat somebody.
Emsia aswantie ene ne MPP amanyoko no de etoto wamu na ensema etoto wamu ya na hopes na do yeso de nanu atu bi ya wo kire se de ne obete yese ane ndisi amanyoko eba ye ene wo mu hwehwa ye ene wo mo maye nkasa ene wo maka ye kasa nyina de ahye ye yem ene abana ba ka bibiditi aba pe no ne ya ba ba che oni ade hopes na do yese sansem na MPP amanyoko ne ka ne de wo mu nyai ka Womunya kanu onu hopsin onya tie san se obi wo hono ma obetumi aka de opa bia de a kira aban no aban ne mbeche no nanso waye niema bone na MPP amanyoko nu wa be mu niema na wo mu ye chama wutumi be yi godi good table so e kire Ghana fo nyina so onum wiase mu sika nyini sika fo nyina no wo no di kan no sa niema na chama wutumi be ye ya na nya na wo sanka MPP amanyoko ne kana wo manka hwe no eno ho asochie ena ne aba ne so na wawie no obeche said the deputy attorney general stream sai and ba bonte se sisi ane de we bie docket fufuro mu a nkrofo a wo MPP amanyoko no bra wo abemu no wo medi bone ne ade nyina according to Hope Sinadoye osese mere no so nasa stream say ebubo nkrofo bedi a wode ne ho ba for de and we lot of evidence onim de akoso MPP amanyoko nkrofo bi wo hono ma ono Hope Sinadoye obetutu ne nan pam aba be pm high court aba be kebi e sense ono evidence na MPP for so there abro wo mu DB keke yankwa na yete Hope Sinadoye ne sem ne nyina no efemra sisia
ma obia ma ho na jo me pa che o ma muntie matise mpenifo ni bi o mu forso a no mo awuram no mo kojo Mahama o Mr. President, don't listen to them o mo say ora awu Ana David Atoyena say about 45 doctors are ready. Look, me say some of the people say omuchi omo I will volunteer and then go and testify. Me say MPP for be concern when we more than 40. Eya no mo ye fry anom de abeto. NDC for mu do mo to mu nko aye 11.
Kumasi online.
For obi antu mu.
We challenge you.
See no problem. MPP for no. Omo mu ka ho bi na wontumi kura kwakọ damu ntem no. So on yet no. One say afi omo edwane say what steady trend bia enche ada kojo pom group akokotena asasi radio ano si o omo ati MPC bi kra ya no odi kra no omo ba be sha ase achiche yen hey since when an MP wa no odi ayeche so on yet no. Oh, Nura, who steady Nura Facebook, oh no mucho, Anna, Samuel go criticize your venti, yes, you have a hey, no what if and one quanko shall my officer, Obi Babecho. Hey, Mina make a show. And before the concert, more than 40, I'm telling you, I swear to God.
Candidates in the dozen.
Hi, Mina make a show. And I don't do the Omono Moye, yeah, can you say? Omune na ententemia wa hu ne je no ah wo mo bu wa ya wo mo du omu nsa bo mu ni ne keka ho no more than 40 beko na me say de emfa hu ni de ja mo be ye wo krom ha emfa hu ne emfutu ambetu omu
go for nationwide demonstration
why mo
MPP
oh ani omu nyiro omu ho that's me na make a show
Kumasi online.
There are some people in MPP say ya chi omo nne na metisi ya chi omo no omo start here me de me hu be ko say I want to testify because awurade nyankobo
Hope Sinadoye na yetie ne nsem nyina ba no se MPP fo a wo mo ebekwa akwato ache ma Wontumi ho ewo nsawom no enya asem keto no kra de wa ye ready say stream say ebie docket ni bia obe testify against encrophobia no wo MPP amanyoko ni mu wo nya ministerial appointment bi bonani ade a wo mu bedi ye nyina no wo de ne ho bebo afode no wa kasa encropho no ade egu mankasa ye nyina ye nim say Hope Sinadoye nso de no ye MPP ni ya na MPP ni mapa na ebraija wo mo kwoto aba ba omi akọ wini ye no di ala na chinti ala ndi ntwo no e na Hope Sinadoye bonte no obeka say oh on the ala na wa yada nti se ne ala na ready and the ala so called that time na I think say a movement for change or say the new party ala ko say movement for change or yes so obekwa kwoto ba di ama ala movement for change but parliamentary candidate there obeto the ama candidate MPP for ebe you know e won constituency Hope Sinadoye say asem we ya na MPP for ne birthday just letter no kwado ma fence ni no social media no so da sole ne birthday no tutu a just letter circulate wo social media no so ada ya wono Hope Sinadoye ya pam end the every party nim na fiti da ya pam Hope Sin ada cheni ade se bia no Hope Sin e wo bibi e kan me to asam ne so e de amamode a e in fact ye man Ghana pa de ebe ye no na achew oh my Ghana ebeye ye no na cheye papa minim say ya ne yenko fa suru abofo na suru abofo ne mbra na wombetu Ghana fofo ana say ye matwedi apo nyankopon wankasa esimra fom na won mekasa enfanchire Ghana fo abusua medwen ho amentiase ena me de sorry ye na videos ahodro a etwegu na amafo atage me asa video no e free bus stop boys nchen na wo mo kopie mu Otema New Town bus stop boys for asem na make wo kopie mu Otema New Town na wo mo kopie mu honom na abusua insu kesi a chese da honom a sa insu e da honom mi enam ne ade nyina egumu e honom ena ya maamenom ye nua maanom ye nua mamanom ya papanom sebi wo mugya wo mo nan ewo insuo na no hopeu na ya chemu jase insuo ne wa a esa sunti no yesi benkum ne ye bebi a mama ne sebi o mbeso wo mugya wo mo nan ya honom no mkogya wo mo nan ena nifa ne nso eye bebi a se ma nso beso wo mugya wo mo nan ya e honom ena wo mso kogya wo mo nan na awerehusam ne say ye na ye perfect we no ye na fish ye perfect we salmon ne de akeka we no e honum na ebusuan ye hata no ahwiam wow ahwiam e ponano ahwian na amanfo agigegija wo mo nan bola ne ade ache se esum honum no ebusuan enya sam ketwa na ye wia ye de praye bi ye de chese enam ne ye de rubber mpo se ho ene ye de nam igu sukura hata kra nke busuan ye yawo enam ne gu fom na bola chese ehye honum ho ahia ene ho asena chese ehye gu no woni feshere ana ye feshe na ma wo pepa meje di center so show video we me ya show so be sorry fish biom ya show bus stop boys so mo video no enfemra sisia
of self distraction are we causing to ourselves. Look at us. Ball and ye, enam nie. Ball and ye, enam nie. Food and Drugs Authority. Good afternoon, sir. Hey! Oh, papa, now where's that? Hey! Chade, how they work as a share environment, you know? You take me, yeah. And yes, I hire figure too. Mommy, good afternoon. Me ring nampa, but them who ya ya mama raho. Yet me to roba ke see me fancy one and fan am
music online.
How? Fish a whole roa ye no ha dia ba kro mama nipa to adi no. Ah, FDA, good afternoon, sir. FDA, good afternoon, sir. Now, so environment ni di na fe utie stories na. Yes, hospital beds, new hospital beds, new na. Enye nwanwa kra o. Ma me pani anko no be kire ne ba se epo no ye ne no. Ono wankasa na LED gang no no ne ba nyina ene. So, look at that. The we are near Sako ye nam ne da ba krom si Anthony. We are Ghana ni na udidi nko ade o se video o ma hu hia ho. So the consciousness of our people is exactly what we need to tackle. Until then there, bro, we will fix the economy and 1 cedi can be $1. But because looking at the environment, you know, it means that 100 more thousands more will go to Kolebu on a day. Now, the 1,000 back Kolebu no money area. Best no go away. And the best there would never be enough if we cannot fix our sanitation. Excuse my French. Our progress as a country is almost impossible. This is Otema New Town. Why wouldn't Otema New Town? Fish a whole run do na had a fever. Na dia na sikra wa Ghana ni adwemu a afide ye to ball agu nsuo mu ya. With the Food and Drugs Authority and before some of them on nice form on 10 na and we can put in the measures and deal with the situation right here. Betimi asia no amana ye. Abba. Nah, I'm give you up. Give you up. The education about our environment should be the key things, or one of the key things we should be talking about as a nation. 24 hanyina hanom na benne ensuo na no hanom ne emma o nya mema enti die no be kire omoma. Where is the future of Ghana? It's a sad thing. It's very, very sad because 69 years old country in just a year, in less than 6 months, nearly 70 years, we cannot boast of a serene beach. We cannot even boast of it. And look at that, big companies in Naso na salai wo hono. Big companies in na salai wo hono. For how long are we going to play politics with everything and watch the very foundation of what we call Ghana go to the drains? And everybody, as far as we are Ghana, you should be concerned. Because this is what is happening here at Tema New Town. And because they know what they are doing is wrong, they are trying to cover their faces. And that is why I'm calling on all the relevant authorities that matters. We cannot say we don't care, because whether you care or not, you buy KK in East Legon and the fish will come from here. Yes, the sea that gives us everything, the food, the fish, even for us to be able to get huge stuff from other countries to Ghana. And even through the sea, it's a shipping line. So shipping and this is how we are treating the very shore of the sea. What are we doing?
This is so sad and unfortunate. Adia we pa the and quite see so Sonia maybe say so. And you quite say sometimes when once they be a mekasa asem we say ye bebo aban na chi say aban na ye ne man you, but the same time yenti memufo na so ye kan wo bi. Yenti memufo na so busua ye kan wo bi. Ma me besia ba asesa ne maba miensa anopa tututu e de wo makwa akosi nsua no se sebi wo mkwaje wo mo nan agye ne nyansa na eda yetirim na wai. Nyansa ne agye na eda yetirim no e wai. Ye say ye kwa hospital ye simple ni honom ye kwa hospital o environment to say na wa wote bola we mu na wo wie sa akoto fish e wo honom be fie bedi a obenya nkwa ye busia ye my Ghana pa de ye say ye ka no kra o my Ghana be ye na ache o oh my Ghana ebeye ye no na che esasa sa boiler we pa kwabra nete ho na wo hwe baby ana wo mo ho nam ne nso a wo hwe sede na wasne gusu a nyasam ketwa sede wasne gusu a nyasam ketwa na imagine baby akwabra ne jane nan no obi so ahata na wo honom a ono de nam ne po na wa hata wo honom wa fa rubber mpo anse fo man fa nam na gusu we hye de egu fom saa we jadi egu fom sa ya be ko market ne e de oyo la ye ho so che de amayen ya se e me ko e pa nde sam na me ko to wo krom ne kakra kapa yade ne ye di akoye mu obi ya bola no asesa ne bola de afrifie no obehia gu nsuo mu wadwin ye adwuma nyansa da wutirim adwin da wutirim na no ada nsuo to kakra bi won kramantem yen hwe de ekọ so wo honom nsuo to ye yen hwe de ekọ so wo honom enti sabo na ye egu wei ebre ye mampani declare say eye da ye fa siesie kuro enti enkrofo wo mu ye bi enkrofo wei wo mu siesie honom bi Food and Drug Authority we die Mosempa we dia Mosempa o wei e wo sesa enkrofo ni nyina ye tu wo mu sankrofo wo honom nyina e wo se ye pam wo mu nyina just nipa guilty conscience kura ntumi nkasa nkyere no enti wa wakoyi na mafiri nsuo mu na wo de ba betu fom baby amo amosa koto jam nan no enti sebi adwen bi ntumi anka nkyere se baby a ye hata enami eni baby amafo so ja wo mu nan yade bebo Ghana fo enti adwen bi anda wutirim nyasa bi anda wutirim wo da wo na sunye so aba. Your man Penny has gone a long way to go. Nami aduma next year. Na Ghana yenya 70 years. It is so unfortunate and very shameful. A year ni wo so betira baby aka say Ghana yenya 70 years. A year fed yempo. 70 years with nyama be say. 70 years what anyama say ene bre ni bia ben kwabra ni sebi e ko ro ni pioto e ko tresu ho jane nan aden. Edasem sabre ye ni bia bei kwabrani sesa ne bola frifie e be hwe de gu nsuo mu obutumi nda ne nan egu kurabem gata de ni fie ni ma anopa wo sole anu wo hwe de egum 70 years na me papa ne Ghana pa we 70 years na niama bi say ya wo me papa mu a sabre nka me sie no kurache. Because I'm not going to tolerate such nonsense. There be a yebo MPP fuecho. There be a yebo NDC fuecho. Now what time munene so then I want to wo yadi abua wa ho. You as the individual, what are you doing to help your country? Oba pia mo kumasi a ya wa bobo ya nkitinkiti bi adura no pesa sa bola kwabra ne kosa sa ne bola no omo seso a wodu ba bia ne ka na sa ya wo hie bola ne nyina de egu kwa ho me ne mesi ko yo shaibu na mesesa bola ne mfefiri wo kosa sa mafo bola firi wo mfie o no ba hie de egu kwa ho obi anya ne hwe obi no mi so wie no ato de ato abante obi anya ne hwe ebi jawo mo nan no ma chichire guru obem na wo boy de say ya no ma to agire obi anya wo mo hwe Ghana be yi majavo I am asking this question Ghana ya yetimu ebe yi MPP be bako NDC be bako Ghana will still be this like this because yeti memufo no question mark ewe ye ho we are not ready to learn. Ye ready to see a besuade because ye ready to see a besuade and can never be saying kayenya a country like this. Na ebusia every about store boys ko ya wo mo ekotwa mfoni de ba ya Ghana fo nyina hu ya ena tema sub metro chairman and any officials Wam custom me hono man the Food and Drugs Authority and the baby ana eba na taso omo hata nam ne ade nyina ye jiri honum ya pam wo nyina jiri honum nyina egu na ma me no mi su se eno no na wo ya wo di fidi wo ma nti sabi wo be hata nam wo baby a uja wo nan a ya mo wa ba so se wa ya ade Neno na wudi feed wo menti no Ghana for na wudi your life tools or how no you don't care about it. Ebusia ya tema sa metro for chairman ebere mu kopie mu honum ne die twegu ye nyina no enfemra sisia.
Kumasi Online.
And then Masa Metro for chairman and no Food and Drugs Authority in Penny for and Rada Wamu Ekopiemu Honuma Wamu Juru Honum Egu Yeno and Yedi Yeni and who be fast. Maba by Abaso. One of the things I'm not going to lie, I'm going to just be blunt about this whole thing. Abai by ya Metimiaka Somo Yadia Wahopa a quick respond. The moment obi ebeka se bia we hu bibi e this environment sadie na nipa ne hu no enya de ebeboa within less than 24 hours obehu no na the very people eye wo ma sadie se wo mu make sure say the ade a ekoso honom no tu betwa no obehu anu o makwa akopie mu honom akwa fixe na anu ade bi ba ya suku nkwala na wo mo cross bridge na je say yedua ena na eda so the moment a video no sha say trend na less than 24 hours yehu ya ne se mpenfo edru honom a wo mo ehwe a construct eya bridge e de ama suku nkwala ne se de be ya obi nkofa dua no so enkoto shom ti with this thing alone there ye be bo NDC amanyo kori ya man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama waso say oya de e wo sade no hu ye papa de bia me ka che Ghana for say be like me uhu ade aka uhu ade na e ya aka uhu ade na nya so aka nipa we ya responsible bonechi akwa kosi say sa nipa no beba be ye ne mapa. We are building a country, we are not building a political party. Say me hu na me ka we hu no ka na we su hu no ka. I believe so my Ghana e be fa ne ntuma pa efra ATP asena say asama hodo aba won krata anim no wode ne nyina e ba be so me adwuma ko bi so da Roma e na dan ne de nyina me to be the show that adwuma de so mu ntima me ntwa me hu sima enje abo afon krata on femra sesia.
Wow, what a nice cars. So peka eye niti pa afeni eye finsu so ede abadia. Contact Dennis Garage. Hona benya ka tiapo a eye niti pa ato. Ka efeye eye latest models cars aba. So pe eye Honda CR-V anase Toyota Tacoma, Toyota Land Cruiser, eye Sparks enkitin ya eye huba ube. Ninjina ubenya bi ewo Dennis Garage. Si say need to be cry ede aba eye Honda
Sia Dennis Garage say omo wo honom edema wo car bia wo pato bia no saso and a police ban for so eso masia chesende no merejumedi eso monte no ope nko a obetumi dia sra wo dompe wechi nkasa na mututu ne dia kwana kope bi eto quick leave 10-5 minutes na chese wechi bi echina wo na so brane ankasa any pharmaceutical shop and say chemist shop bia no okopie mu e wo honom a obenye bi e wo honom ato open the door to so a committee about center mrom kumase kwana kwaje wodi 0244582993 ofra wo mo ebejo so shonko ATP mame mo akwaba bibia bokode oba dia darman sembe na aba wokrata anim.
Na ya sewe na wukuwa da idea mame for the new publisher for my TF4 ni ahwefo nyina kwa aba famre ne day showdown jumedie so na obepie mu e wokrata the new publisher ni ma na say ye adwasafo ni foni edahase sanso na the late apostle Kwajosafo enso fodi edahase na ye Kwajosafo junior owo nyina foni di director enim kama na ye nyina nim de ekwaso e wa abusu edim na nke ye hwe edim so Nyankopon bo ye fia de di edim ni kabem ni de die anka ye papa nke ye kata na chikra na so menteme wase asanso asore e wa ye abusu edim a ene krata the new publisher e bo ho amane se Adwasafo se die tie bia Nyankopon bo over the weekend ye ba so na so ninya eye conference da bi da asema onua ba ye Adwasafo kan nyina nokura bi anima ne krata the new publisher e bo ho amane e wo krata edim kama sanso na obepie mo so wa ye asiase so na speaker of parliament babin ene ka se we ye futuo anasa warning e no de ma ye maame anase ye dane da nyina ne de ye nnuan mo ketwa ekopie mu obi man so se eja won kokosu ade wono de o se ade srede no de to ye panifo de ma anase parent bi anim se wo ba edru e ko JHS anase wo wie SHS an ko betima from manga na mu asa ko obi man so wo kwa akoto na disu yan so a ketwa de ya na emu o ye tin ko besra wo fo ne se ko mo to mo bo ase oba ni wie ye secondary school obetime de na ko obi man so eja won ko no woto na disu yan no eso e wo ho no na krata the new publisher so e ka wasam so e wo ha wo be pie mu nchemu wase so a na se aye media budget e na no da ato is forcing e hye ni course ko jire mo ye emehye be fie so de ko to dwade ma ye no e na ye CPS for babo nto mo jem ga na mo se ma mo keke da ni kwa nyame nema bebre na ato chema wo ho question upon question de mo tutu bi ye papa ye e de amane eye MP ND samanu ko ne eye ato force ye ma pani je de so mo mra botem no mo be chi no ko so mo she Ghana fo nyina se wo mo ba no mo baba be bie nyuma na so abra ato force ne read budget nya hye de hu sa ne ma ne nyina ewo and a created the new publisher twa for ni come on so at the aba made the Ghanaian publisher at the etwa so and so be pie mokrata fe to so ayamiensa na say ya Adwasafo ni na busua won sensem na and a krata esan so ebo ho amane eso wa ha sei wo be pie mo so wanchemu wase so a eya krata fa eto so ye nsia na no ada ne nya ne ntie say na ya eya Bukari ese wato na nanom e wo sia do ko pie mo South Africa say ja wo kwa kwaje na yaresa e wo ho na bre ko pie mo no na fofia nto ata ese wato na nananom e wo se do na we na mpanifo ewo eye dabon etima be pie mu wo ye wo chehene na so yes o maba edi san seven nyina ababa to wanim say ye nana no okọ akra krata the Ghanaian publisher so ka wasem so e wo hase san so na patrebo ama what to be left and right and kasa edi ama eye ato is force so say ato is force we hypocrite ye ko be hypocrite part ya na ye woni nyina eye budget won sense me na no ado be gina bedwem e be kenkan de maye no na bra na debate no e koso no e no de san sebu nyina e de to de na krata de Ghanaian publisher so e bo ho amane enso wa ha na wo be piem so won che mo ase so nurse another prayer the phone ni eda say na ya pam Africa ye committee no ka hu bi na no adenes omuko hie mo eja mo de nsem bi e to je no so be piem e wo ye bibi mem ase a ya bibi dro na ya de abo ye papa na so kwa me akoye se de bi ada ne mrofo de na e na ye dum to nko no de nko srese nke ye nyi tum okro mo ase na se bibi mem ase se de be ya ebetimi abo ai na busi new system ne so e de amaye ye ne de Ghanaian publisher so e bo ho amane so e wo ha ma me for the chronicle e for ento so na wo krata for to so e ye miensa e na afin so ne so wonom so nyina e ye yasafo Kantanka na ni wo no se hye na we nam so ma adwasafo aba be ka se ensema ni nua be ma be gina pinsi so be ka se nya de yiyo ne be ko so so be ka se be ko so ne krata e bo ho amane ne so tie amaya tie se nya ko pombo a Saturday na se fiada ene me de di ani nya de a sa yiyo no be ko so e wo kroma se ne krata the chronicle so can wasem enso ha no don pray na sama wo ka se ba ne ye bibie duduro na bibiduro na yese yetimi ema ye ni ko hu ye papa ne krata so pomu enso ha wo be piem so wase ya na abukari wo owu ye no mabo chihene ho abebo na manie se ye papa no anase ye hene no wo ko ekra the chronicle so etwa hu foni kama so de aba wonya bia na eja wato obu ase no akenka ni nyina bi kama so de amaye den krata ni bebre na nese eya adwasafo eya omobusu ahon sensem na na kasa ho fa ho mama for the supreme newspaper fa ento so eno so be piem so wase ase so a nese ya apostle kwa josafo ni foni eda ha wanya ni baby ko na ne krata e bo ho mane se wo pe ne ho nsem na se fro ye bra ye wo ne to wo no be si na wunya krata yi bia na eja wato obo ase no akenka ni nyina de nam so kora ban ye be fre na apostle na no ada ye nyina ne hwehwade na so abra wo sha ase se eja woye TV no ye fridge wo ba won sema na bie ni nyina wo nya krata yi bia wo de tobo ase pioche water bi fasi nchen na kenka ni nyina kama wo beti ase ye papa ne krata ka wasabo so wa hasan so na ye akofina ne adwasafo se yi yo na ba so se maso no tinto tanisi no court ahye se yi yo no enya de be ba so ne krata the supreme so ka wasem so wa hasan na asa wo bibika na
despite the court injunction ukopie mo Independence Square ATP wo mani abedi a chese tent no omobo
Nana ye second dad lumba
second dad lumba wo mani abre akasa a chese tent no wo mo ebo a wo mo nti so odogo bi kura nu aba wo mo de eye nyamidi fo Kantanka ni mfoni ede ato honom de no hyeche bi o ma trust star of Africa no wo mo de abo honom a chese still na gidi sa safo no waka wo so obi e no honom obetumi eputi a stop on ne papa eyiye no
but ne kukudro idia obo a me manage the ria na kukudro
bi si say nipa bebe na so suggest say said ye kada du lumba de on say ekwawi echie no na ebusua pani tu park ene odobro ni ya no fo nkae ake wom so o maboka nti ya ka ya bo no said ye na papa shi ene Ernestina mo na kwa mo hwe say nka court mfa injunction mfa to show court resist ka na emu oduru say akai woman fambra said ye be ya woman de be ma ebusua pani tu park na ka wo ma bo no wo matumi edibi etuetue ni ade but edu adwasafo mo de no court de injunction 10 days ne to so no yesi yamfa sike bia ansan fa kra nka ho mfa ma so bia adwasafo se wo boka 37 billion nti nka wontua but this time ne de we na fa sike bia nto aso minim se no so na ka ho bi na ama wo mugusu a wo mo ye ne de because wo boka Wontumi masika no enhwere saa
na ya no de no crepa
to aso
okay na ya mame to aso de na mame fa daily guide ensanso enfa to aso no so be pie bakata fa to so miensa na se kwadwo safa kantanka waja ne baby ko na iyo na no nsem na na krata ensanso bo ho amane atisi na ya se wa share ye nsem na se no de nsem be so ye so ko pie mo krobo training guide nursing training wo ho no ma demonstration bi e course wo ho no ma nam so ama police for me am share video na hwede wi a police wa so aba ye emme na kamika me na busu nyanga kwan am de be fa so na kenye fedi agro ene krata ye twa ho foni kama sanso da beto krata ni a wonya daily guide na eja wakenka ni nyina bi kama so da mai na wo be pie mo so wase ase so se pastor bi e fe no ye wo say ya obonsu wo te ya be fontintan fidie so na wo na social media so was nyakopo yi a kire me se wo ne oba ye se me wale o na osole na no ye video ko na eja wo video nipa ye mama ko edu de bia dasa ye video no de blackmailing crofo yi na nyakopo cha adun kwa chene ne krata daily guidance so ka wasem so e wo hase wunya bia na eja wakenkan so ede amaye mede de custodian ede etwa so eno so be pie mo krata ni ma na sebno region ye mpanifo e wonom na ka sei edom se galem sei se ma mpani je ediem share senkeja enko baba be hwa ma ni nyina etu atwa ma yenso ne dia timate kroje de amaye ya sase ne so timate mpon so de ama se de be yedua asa ye dua de e wasase ne so a ebetime nyine from ede amaye no wo so be pie mo obno region wonom ani kura nyam yanyum wo ma kan na sude bia da Richard Isano na galamse no ekoso wo kroma se ne no so mo de wamudo mo ne fom a eye boso mai so mo som no kromo so mo de akwa koja no so obi bia lo be galamse wo kromo bia na de be ye no enya no ne kratai atwa hofo ni kama so ede aba enra da na me kirebu ka kire se ukopie mo ye takwa eye anfe ahifofo e wo hono mo kirebu ka se ye takwa eye Goldfield eye e wo hono no omo sire man pani je de papa ye se nyakopon bo a 2027 eye wo molances ni be wo ni kwan so mo rindi ede ma wo because wo be pie mo takwa ne mpesua hono mani krenya mbeni putu adwuma bia ni hono ma ekoso e wo hono na we na krata e bo ho mani se Goldfield say wo mo do mo be ye bia nyakopon bo 2027 no wo mo betimi asansori no mo lances no wo mo be ye ne krata so e bo ho mani enso wa ha anodon prince so ne sama wo kan the first ye ba no man ga na na say bibi man ya ye bibi dro no e ya de e be boy ye papa nsi ye promote ne krata e so e ka wasem so e wa ha me the daily analyst so e de to washo no so asem dada na adwasafo ne na busu ho sensem na krata ye twa ho foni kama so edi aba sanso na wo pie mo so e wo ye nche mu ase ya na anu ada ye dwane mo ko pie mu wo South Africa nam so ama adisha ne wo South Africa eteti wo mo bu wo mo bidam bia da na nye fedi agre nam so me kwofo ye adisha ni bu bi ede be pie mu oban ga ne mo ase ye se nipa 33 mo na ejombe kwa asanso akọ South Africa akọfo mo asanso ede ba be pie mu oban ga ne mo ase ne krata e kan wasem so wa ha na wo pie mo so wase ase so na se transport unions for neka say when almost say an petrol ni atutum komo your margin say nkeja enka lorry fare so komo baba be tuma nkasa wo my Ghana mo say na so panifo bem amama kwa kuhia aye nhyiamudi a na so ama na me no ka say o say no ma suspend sa enka bo na say sika komo sa de be kan aye lorry fare no ne krata kan wasem enso edamaye IMF so review approve your final review no so ede amaye ne daily analysis so kan wasem so e wa ha mame for the new center enso enfanto so eno so be piem krata ma na se panye wada EMP ano ye Ibrahim Mahama eno ada na krata ni bebre na ebo ho ma ne se e vako no amafo bi dinam social media no my Ghana mo se wo kọ na eja wo kwa to sa campaign no we nam so e ma ne babonta wo kire mu kase gye ne kura de brada won ko gina baabi kura wo kase eja sa company wo kwa to na se waso da yempo eji sa nkrofo na okeke ne nyani manim ya legal team no wo mo so le wakai no fo mu ko pie mu wo ko to ne kratai asanso atwa hufo ni kama so ede aba beto kratai ni ma wonya bia no akenkan ni na bi kama so ede ama sanso ya nurses first o mo tachi man no ho sensem na so ma police for bro so ma bring dam wo mo no kratai esanso e ka wasam so ha media budget na debate ne course na ye CPS for extra baba be claim allegation me say ni krenya me ani budget e dia de bebre na ma bebre na wo no me to chema ye papa pen kratai e ka wasem elso wo ha me de informer e de sorry kratai de gina so na wo be pie mo kratai ni ma na se mia me wo faye chama Wontumi ba ko pe ni foni na da kratai ni kama na so de wi na ni masima ye mo pon na se mia me wo fa eni menim ya Ghana for ma mo do ni gina naja mo fa mo ye bo to no 40 day 49 fasting ni ifanya ma ye papa na se mia me wo fa faye chama Wontumi me wo fa se baby adru no wo sere ye ma pani je die papa ye so fa ne boni nche na wa fom wo sere ne se wo fa ne boni nche ni ye papa nye sa pa dia de be kanu ebe so na ya se wa me wo fa o me wo fa wo se ye ma pani je die enfa ne boni enfa nche no
the best thing na obetumi aya no we kura wa che na wo sanko pacho dada enti no chema Wontumi see enfa ne boni nche na I see nothing wrong with it
ai
why adi
we de man pani we de so kotodwe mate no wo fa wa bere ena wo hwe na ne ma ye nanchuma na enyefe na ya se wa ma me fa nkrata ne fe se ne fa de aka nyina fa to aso e fa ma ye tiefo nyina
okay ATP meda was sense ma ba won krata ne mu de ni nyina no asom ye me communicator for today I ready oba betina se na ye de enkomotwehwe ni nyina no ahyehye so na me remu dia zito ena sabre watutu bi ede ama atachia enam ne nsem bia oba ya bonten ebe kan ye se chema Wontumi enkrofo we ndisi amanyoko no mu a wo mo eye galamsey te se MDC amanyoko no epe obi a wo mo ede no be ye scapegoat dia eni kwan se sa nipa no eye chema Wontumi no zito se MPP for mo pe bebe ntira na mo kasa any how too much yenti ne nsem no FM rasisia
vonamenti wo ma se ye wodi to ye de chairman na say yimu obi ye de man say online party no enkwa animu party no kwa na ekofom onu anso na mo san gege ne so
yakofo obi aba ambassador TV afeni pa ne ba subscribers 4 na film 10 na film there was 70 something thousand as you about 52,000 yes onu anso on yensanya no
se nu ntina mka so obi a waje jususu aboka yeso onkonko ibie ye omra na emie bank man susu o me susu dwom wa ko we bie we wo beto sales me 20 wo beto sales to say wa twa sa wa ba betwe sa bosumi ekoduru be vie mi no wa boka se susu ye twon ka kokora nya yi
abusha aton kokoo ni nyema abetua abusha sa fe ye
bank kese pa man
commercial bank standard.
Yeah, just na me MPP for me so omo no aja maso kofi dwuma so omo the party ndi omo bi anim nyansa wadwene kye na ukwa NDC na NDC ni hunu nyansa na obebe MPP na so obi kasa asem we kire wa edie pa na be mo omo atena se hunu sa ade a wo mo ye no enso ani na Ghana for
on say
omo bu ni say abato na ye by chance bi
say we say that MPP ni bi ehunu say 2028 ni dey wo mumu no enetam tumi ni say
la attach na kasa
was it any ya pa
Kumasi online
this aban any court ni say ema mu nyusu Wontumi say ogwama wo chese na ba afode ema sha manfo mu say ehu aso wo pa che say galamsey no ewo ho by as e pese yusu Wontumi na ebeliye ensena ho na ebo amanfo was in Wontumi na was yusu no Wontumi is above that yempen pa foforo bi mfa ne nye saa ahyenso de ne nkai dum ni nso say galamsey wo ya yebetimi de watom ne munye
na say ne de obi anim say eye de wo ho dada na eyiye ka no wo mo to gold ni bia no ne ade ade wan na di gold wa betre TV so mi ehu wo no ba be kire say me de mi to gold na otimi di bi ba be kire obi amfa bi ma me kire da not even otumfo kura na AGC ne eyiye nsase gold wo so kura mpo wo hyehye ne ho ayese wo tisika kokko so wono kura mfa bi me kire da Wontumi no otimi de ba be kire say this is real gold, this is not money from one no ma be kai etu ono de anye kura no wada ne ho adi say eye no no ye nti we de eye friends attach na sem me say afutu anankase so omdi tu Wontumi no wo mo antuo etinye ne no ombetu ye Ghana fo no fo nankase so wo mo tu Wontumi fo se krachi jade wo ye na de wo ye no anhwe ya ni sunsanso ese ayi kwakwese edu America se ofiri Nigeria ba na Africa ofase kan no de atwere fo ka ne nanantos kwakwedi se ade a wuye eka o me kyerɛ sɛ mkɔ Nigeria na
Kumasi online.
na bɛfia bɛsere kɔɛ ayi sango ɔta olele no wɔbobɔ no wɔde sika twere fam ne na nanse ade a wuye eka o the PDC for be man so pa ko 3 months ye fan no na di sika ekotua ma mkotua ko ta ni ho ka no we na Wontumi ye some can say so obi wo yes me be ma say the na duru ba kan wose mo chichi ni hwa ko chichi no kwatem ko separate and your friend bro for say separate and so we da ne bi san sa no so say ye be ma pa wo kwati da hwa aso yeah I don't person mo man ye hu so onye be ma mo chichiri we nko chichiri we nko timi ba be di obi atam wa bre ni ba no wo onye da na nyina no obi e prese me ba be di so enye wo ufia na busia enu timi ti woni ne yire eni na busia nyina atem asabo hu ye nyina na eye giti conscience wo ma fe no mti wo mo fo e na fe na Wontumi nsem bi a wakeka na fe de wo ma kwa tie we die na nsem fata we pa de wo mu se ye se ye binom de secretly wo betimi aka ye nyina ye se ye amandwosam de nanso Wontumi nsem akeka kire president Mahama ne ne yire ene first ye kan say vice president ye nim ye so hwe maame no de ohuna wo de hwe ni din wo do pa
Kumasi online.
ube hu so ye bayifo enu nso maame ni ye di mu ne ye mo onwono
enu nso nwi ni vote
e de enko na ode ayew
enu nso nwi ni vote
e de enko na ode ayew e de enko na ode ayew be ba be gina ho TV so akama man say na tie se maame no ne ye mo onwono ye di ni die wu e na wo fo mu din ni wo de hwe na tiri e ba be sini na obi professor ukura wo pempe we kura pa wo kone nam ho ase America na atuma wo mo se taekwondo e no kura ya na di tu ho ko di du obi professor atam keke because ba election ti
on 26 October 2008 she became the chancellor of the Women's University in Africa located in Zimbabwe. Professor Jenano Pukwadjuma
typical did na atam keke because candidate be yin so ye running mate ti kwa ya so be fa so a wo di be gu n'anim anse ya se obedi di na tem na wo ko fa ma me bra ko fa nso ma me bra wo mu fiefo de bayifo bi ma me no na hwe n'anim ne na ase a o se bayifo
Africa dey say o free central region
wo kro no a
o free
north no enti dey no dey na Dr. Hillary be ye President Mahama of free north wa me ye running mate am ye vice president and then was an president it is a general Kokwadjuma
Kumasi online.
Say strategy obetini akama central for who ni say there be yenkoto ebia obi o central just say oh ebia ye first ye mami as running mate dia e wo die mu ehye nti ye kotwa ma ebia o kansa central for no betwe o mo say okay ne ye nya ma no
and o keke ni nyine kwesi say
41%.
So omo bi se 30 bi 41. Omo domnya ni nyina ne so omo lusu ye. Sa na me ka me say Yesu soli frɛ wo fo Matthew Mark omo na twere ho asɛm. Obi se na so aboso obi se
MC Zito na yete ne nsem nyina ba wo ka se atachia ne statement a obe make yes ma Wontumi ma NDC amanyoko no emfa no enye scapegoat sense wo bro sa so no wo so ne nya adwe ene ma ne nsama hodo a che ma Wontumi aka wo man mu no enya asem ketwa vice president Nana Jenopoko Ajaman ma mi baby a wo bobredre ho professor che ma Wontumi ba ye ebe ka se wo hwe ne national hwe ne nim kura sebi mpinifo fa ncheme was a before some might just a social chain croy and a chairman Wontumi ebe kan ye nyina mu no NDC amanyo MPP amanyo kono obi e no hono ma Wontumi e ka say dey be chairman Wontumi you are going overboard mu nyina mo so no so and then dey we go 20 years and then amobile bonten aba be kasa aba be ye dede sabre ya na mo ka say Gideon Odro e NPP communication team member oba be ka sa e ofie man si amene no e ba be twetwe enkomo Gideon bibia bokode
Yami adumu biaboko.
Yeda oba de ase. NDC amanyoko no. Ene mate seyo. MPP amanyoko no sorry ene mate seyo.
Oh so si say the normal ekoboko ye the normal baby atudwa ye hwe say into regional election because so yamboa next month no asumdue be ba e betimi na yempanifo no money constituency executives any grassroots for na yeduma na coming 2028 itimaje nkunim aba ama MPP ya be Ghana yi.
Okay, Matia, you be remove with your topics for discussion. Shasia. None other, and I am man penny that when any baby call a year John Evans Fifi at Samuels in the 14th anniversary. A course so any idea. Now, your man penny Kasai or so known idea. A idea was a very best friend and Kasa Ghana for your your president. But no dear, a down for power, one any idea, and or sure. No, what are some of the things what about Kai, a former president of Samuels?
Oh, Bese misi so bi mu say me a law student to K University. And before an era asumdue hene atamos era politics mu no no ye lecturer Ghana School of Law or law of taxation. Enti yesuan law of taxation you know bitimi na akuna reading the article bi or troye Roxin versus Ama. Odu say minim in person there but matete no ho asem ntimi na akuna reading the article e friend Roxin versus Ama no me say nti era asumdue hene atamos you will be when it's come to law any especially law of taxation our being because article it was talking about say yes section sales of goods act no or sinti or shemu say section 13 you know na ekasa about protection of buyers rights no infonso mu kakra into control say section 13 or kasa about protection of buyers rights no kwan e be fa so e betimi solve that particular issue Emma make a lot of recommendations parliament parliament so share nam ne writing is unti yetimi bridge the gap between issue na section 13 which was talking about protection of buyers rights no at the buy because of that no and apart from the legal knowledge now the buy no otimi initiate a lot of project etimi bo agane na mentranga sem MPP ni nti the oye na mboa we have a lot of flagship project under on time in this foot me etimi bo ordinary Ghanaians the development of the country not a particular political party interior abwa amagana etimi ko nenim around 2008 to 2012 betimaka say nti anniversary ko me man kra he deserve more than that say nti bi o metimi like AC like bibia that she been chima for bana sinti yen kra na ye ba no ye ho was indeed this was a president or Timebo Ghana maniju pepen so but ya me but BBC and ultimate free yensa into this my like suggestion chasing to be a MPP into achievement or yeah any normal ye fast so free no wanti like Madam Plino there be into the mama can was any anniversary now na totally I support it.
Okay, yeah, you better was room. Do you think, sir, NDC Amanyokwe Baye, they have done enough to help the country now?
Oh, there be. Like there be to me, you know, for the past 2 years, me who know maybe a flagship project be on my me see or also be I can't abua country na be juju pepen so yi inti asama chama buga kan say NDC for for almost 2 years no omon kan one flagship achievement on my na omon kan one asama chama buga kan say
Mabuga saying for the past 2 years NDC Amanyoko Baye, they haven't done any single achievement. If they think they have done it, they should mention it. But you as an MPP communicator, and no NDC guy know what had they fine, but you as an MPP communicator, do you think say NDC eba bemu 2 years they have done something better benefiting Ghanaians now?
Pacho Debi.
Okay, so what makes you think say
because Obana bebree beka sinti omu e-levy fi wo omu say betting tax fi wo mesumi hu ni say nti saa no mani nyina any achievement any flagship achievement because cancellations keke and I always say cancel tax it will take a signature to cancel a tax, but if you want to build a nation it takes vision. Nti omutimi so nka say nti omoba for the past 2 years no my BBC the omo kan e-levy ni betting tax omutimi free wo and a promiser omo promise nyina be say 24-hour economy omo dey omo campaign song say nti eba omo introduce everything solve unemployment crisis no to me no me betimi say nti sa 24-hour economy policy ne kwa omo kan wa asem na say increase unemployment crisis no cause who share Ghana statistical service a report on the two Ghana say 1.3 million youths in a TFCC and so before saying to Omoba Abemu 2025 election campaign and Omokawa Senpai 24-hour economy no saying about they will help youths to solve the unemployment crisis no and now we share a percentage na area John na a majority of youth na support NDC Amanikun because of their campaign song which was 24-hour economy to help them to better their life, but 24-hour economy ne kra MP baako or parliament around March 2026 yaka say there is no budget line for it and ye share indicators ekosu na ene kre because indicators na just unemployment rate and kwa na ekosoro. If there was a budget line for this 24-hour economy, I'm sure that it has taken effect right now. Say around September 2017, Nana do danko ekufuado less than 1 year no free education policy no it helping millions of Ghanaians and I am saying education the backbone of every country. Ain't na area Nanado promise Ghanaians say oba e man akwini to be so president or be introduce this free education policy. If Harvard school no cry research on home saying because they wanted to know saying indeed free education it has really covered the tuition and the meals and reports on the buy and another free education policy not the buy no or share illiteracy rate now what a Ghana a my year reducing and education so boama on my India tumpong Emma on my India cost because education a bit to me abuama engineers doctors smart leaders are or make me invent normal a bit to my on mine and I'm Saka say and another first time na or started with Pocrease 4-tier interchange to also help us to also help the country towards national development. Into this flagship project was done within 1 year under Nanado's administration. Into to me can saying we try e-levy, we try betting taxing into a flagship project. Just a conciliation. Okay. Me who say flagship project said me maka physical flagship project me maka say and another time less than 1 year ultimately free education policy by man millions of Ghanaians my equal school outside the Pocrease 40 interchanger and no cry I think first of its kind in West Africa be green see that it's me boa link villages are on my mom team crassy or media cool board here I bet my bomb meeting the abacity among my tons or mom's in scale womb butum intimate me who saying NDC no ada na omoda Ghana for say on mobile no my see the omo na ye at the MP before yeah no omo besuma omo upgrading no. Okay, so what are some of the things that who say NPP mu yeah NDC by omo upgrading because one thing I know is say when it comes to governance it is all about continuation. And to say NPP amanyoko buy and womu ye bibina so major wohonom na NDC buy they feel say they can continue and I say they can do something about it. Not womu ebe ya. I don't think this should even be a topic for discussion. And the crescent governance is about continuity. But NDC for no and future Ghana for any say mobile, you know. Ometo like Ometo Ghana, the economy was not stabilized. But maybe to make a saying intro because a good for oil policy now era Baumia introduced at the late 2020 and no Bama CD be stabilized because share reporter Humani Africa and some research reports indicate almost saying because of the good for oil policy now it was introduced under Baumia's administration my reserve and I see increase our national good reserve called 15.2 tons which helped the city to get stabilized and yanka saying like good policies now under MPP administration they should just forget it and continue with their own policies. But yeah, can say, almost into economy, it was totally down. But that's a lie.
That is the truth because I remember in 2022 and 2023, that was when Ghana IMF borrowed over $3 billion. And even our then vice president explained it to Ghanaians and said, of course, yes, now on my Ghana economy, now into me, and so brand and to the states, I'm going to share this Russia, Ukraine war, and then COVID-19. It's all better than I can say, the NDC for no Ekanya, and so crowd who framing say the economy was okay when your government was in power or before they left power. I don't agree with that. Because if the economy was stable, why would the government go for a loan of $3 billion from IMF?
Okay, me to question I see but good for you policy na makana. It was like introduced by Dr. Baumia after they have gone to IMF to go for that $3 billion to stabilize the economy. And to modern say more na omodiska dollars na koto oil no it makes our currency weak into omehwe commodity so chain oil no into share international market na gold no so chain oil no into the gold na koto oil na it will make your cedi stabilized. Into after so call IMF got $3 billion. The argument was already been signed between the IMF and the Ministry of Finance. Into one of the idea we buy say we should try to buy the oil with our good. They started this policy the late 2022, which helped our city to be stabilized. Into a fair policy be effect have been like so after so many years now been as effect no. To share so good for your policy is a effect no, a long term effect. The effect no. But the NDC is not acknowledging the good policy that was started by Baumia and under Nanado's administration, but they are rather saying that Baumia left the economy destabilized and everything. But I remember some casting to say the economy deny stabilized it was because of the good for you policy now era Dr. Mahmoud Baumia introducing in the late 2022 no.
Baumia became a vice president in this country 2016. If Baumia as an economic messiah knows how to stabilize our economy with this gold for oil, why then did he wait? Say Ghana economy no ever reach it to a peak before answer because I know they went for this IMF loan 2022-2023 as I said earlier, and then again this whole gold for oil policy too. It also started somewhere November 2023. Hope you get where my question is coming from. If Senka Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or Wakwaya Obefaswa Obetumi make the whole CD dollar because he told us when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate would expose him. So he was brought in as an economic messiah, known as an expert in economy. As an expert in economy, now we share coins so our fast Gan. I brought this whole thing because one a topic, but when I already go for oil policy, no, edible room, and nothing I'm shift say, I'm giving our question and say, if Baumia knew all this, why then did we even go to IMF? There was no need. He could have implemented this thing in 2016.
but Oshe from 2017 to 2020, Oshe between that interval now economy is very strong. But if there be external factors, and we are only in and Baumia for say Russia and Ukraine bekon. And now share Russia and Ukraine war now share like international community other countries and as a war Europe, a war North America, a war Africa. Most of a country be economy was like destabilized because of the Russian Ukraine war. Inti ehunsun sanson nyae around 2021 2022 into around 2017 to 2020 the economy was working perfectly. No the price of goods and services were formed, amount for ultimator, people can demand for it, but because of the Russian-Ukraine war on Intina economy ne bar former it was after you think the same sina research solution till after assembly CN about the economic messiah eka saying to ocean international market in ma gold no also chain oil in try ni enhwe
so you see say eno na ma ende stable and the NDC for just say wo mo no
force na am economy nice stabilize
yeah fe no nsi ho na ye remu with the next topic. This whole tribunal bill, NPP Amanyokun, what is your problem with it? The tribunal bill, more problem, because the last time your flag bearer got an MP before flag bearer, so let me say your flag bearer, Ebe Kacha Yaman Penny's Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, and man is science our bill no. And rather suppose over 63% Ghanaians are just waiting patiently, say Parliament House for Edward Munsa, Ebe Match Tribunal bill no, Abe Yaman Yaman Penny so then in Sasha Katas. So what is your problem with this tribunal?
Oh, we don't have any issue with the tribunal bill, no. But the issue, they say, push nearby 62% of Ghanaians are in support. 63% of Ghanaians are in support of that bill. Intima, say the entire 63% of Ghanaians are in support of that bill is because of they want fast justice. But so far as open fast justice doesn't mean that you should support a flawed bill which was rushed in Parliament within a single day. Me suggestion is say Ghanaians for now almost 63% of Ghanaians now they are in support of this bill. No, we can read the bill.
So you as an MPP communicator, fire fat bill
into Osha bill na abana. Almost they will allow this bill to try criminals galamsey related cases and Osha panels cinema. Almost they can also use non-lawyers to be part of the tribunal to try cases, but because of past experiences in Tina, the writers of the 1992 Constitution, they were very clear on the issue. Say, if a person is charged with criminal offense, the person should be given a fair hearing in a court of competent jurisdiction. That is Article 19 Clause 1 to that effect. Because some of the past events. The writers of the 1992 Constitution, they were clear on the issue. Osha PNDC era now, the tribunals amount for calls, a lot of them, their human rights were violated. Ultimately, they can deny you saying obey access lawyers. They can also convict you based on rumors. To in Suntina, the writers for of the 1992 Constitution, they can say charge you with criminal offense. In Pakono, that person should be given a fair hearing within a reasonable time within of a court of competent jurisdiction. Because Oshe Article 125 vested judicial power judiciary. And you be given access, you be given opportunity to access lawyers. My processing like transparent. But Oshe tribunal na and like the transparency of the process and very bad.
So I'm trying to say Anka Chairman Wontumi I'm not talking about the summer boy friend is saying numerous forest won't send me. Nanka yes say a special quarter and no ye debate treaty galamsey matters and criminals. Abrantie ya oye immigration officer okoku onwa ni nua be ma na anu de ya wa kokota inti sa tribunal bill no yesete a ebeye mra wo man mu na sa court ni tumi be ma inti ka sa abrantie ya immigration officer yo okoku ni nui enye fiansa na de bia wo be di court akoni aba panels na ye ka say ye be fa people who are not lawyers. Yes, obi ana oye available at that time anke bia eko the jurisdiction side na ye beka ne so ebia oye obi a wo be dia dance what I say. But in that case, were you there? Have you seen this person here? Or the idea the boy no hun. Ebre opeja koto hanum se hun. Don't you see sanke no ebe boa afasten some of the cases online. Rather than say court there be a court ebe tumi akwa bedube 2 years 3 years na still na nipa no guswa e court.
Enti your only solution to this issue will be saying see court be they employ more judges. Rather than say these corruption related cases should go to tribunal. Meanwhile the due process will not be followed.
Okay, so you say amount for court this tribunal hona ebe den say ye betin crofo no ase. That is how you are explaining it. Ye be sentencing crofo when maybe they are not even at fault.
Yes, because the due process will not be followed when it comes to tribunals.
What makes you think the due process will not be followed?
Because of past experiences in under PNDC era. No me course or tribunals amount for it me share be assuming na you will not be given opportunity to assess lawyers near the but court the entisa to look at in Tibia you want to fasten the processor you can increase the construction of the number of court across the country. You can also employ more judges and meet matana so rather than say also the tribunal eba so the tribunal eba is kasemia na they set up this kind of tribunal setting and of say cannot NC hospital employ more judges and here this corrupt related cases because while government constitution review say most of the function of the tribunal are already been absorbed by the High Court. They don't see the reason why you say President Mahama assented to the tribunal bill. A waste of time. So I say, in 2% to fasten the process of adjudication of cases, may only advising we should increase the number of courts across the length and breadth of the country and also employ more judges to adjudicate these cases rather than going to the tribunal for people's right to be violated.
As an MPP member, is it that you people are scared? Say, Biana, for charge woman to maybe prison very and as a sentence woman to prisons very early. Like
Osha, we in MPP any NDC assem issue to share the trade union congress which the association or like they speak about they speak for millions of like workers in Ghana. They are all against this bill. Internet MPP ni NDC assem na make us into be area about me assem no kind you are afraid that corrupt related cases now will not go into a favor your former ministers near former appointees but your a lot of corrupt related cases were High Court is here is you moody each time I want to make case in the free war 1 billion of mutima convict no and chief justice squad let it be about saying the judges are almost sit on this corruption related cases no they should fasten the process and the judgment of KCBR and I don't see the reason saying issues because of say the tribunal nearby issues saying and call for back with him when like anytime you can use the money now the tribunal setting court the far amount for judges among adjudicated cases we anything to issue and nothing to issue by like tribunal no process no the due process will not be followed.
It should be fair for everybody.
As compared to courts now, the due process will be followed because I know you go there with your lawyers, you not be intimidated, but a tribunal, you be intimidated and that
intimidated by who?
By the members of the panel because the members of the panel be appointed by the AG's office. to the best of my knowledge. And since the AG office, and Article 88, they are the like the people met me a prosecuting amount for Krumano. Also, we make sure so be frank for meeting panel on this one or met me they are sending in their favor. But because courts, a judiciary, the judges are there. They're very difficult saying to every judge we over to my catch judge be saying to we in same way so.
Okay, what do one is?
I'm the Manuesi.
Okay, Matia, Mamma comment session, and say not main kind comments, Nibi. Emilia said, and I said, well, this is so sad. God, why? God bend this country because we are useless. Semo. Osusia said, this is so sad. NPP and NDC can't help Ghana. Bright to say, oh my God, this is unbelievable. How can? Emilia said, this nursing training should stop paying canteen fees and see whether the principal will ask the canteen fees. Okay, Bright, also good afternoon and good afternoon, dear. Honorable Ken Ejapon is a big prophet. The students should find out where the principal's children, where they attend school, whether they eat canteen or not. Okay, or him I say, hey, this is so sad. I want you fish again. Emilia said, and I said, well, never cry for Ghana people when there is rainstorm. Okay, Kwabena Ahinkan say good job, Nana. I'm watching you live from New Jersey. Thank you very much. Hana ATP, well done. Massa is a big lie. NDC is far better than NPP. NPP never again. David Osei, we are prisoners in our own country. Looking at the food, it looks worse than the food given to prisoners. Okay, Nanaya, my brother no Baumia can be president. Okay, ask him for me if he will vote for his party 2028. Definitely as an NPP guy, there's over time our party. Oh, me shed the end is fire for the past years. The Wontumi born my I'll vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the economic messiah. The economic messiah. Obi abeso chi anu beti we chi anu na ya so ejimedi eni so mbre na so. Okay. Mechia mi MP Honorable Mike Edu for the supporter was supporting me so far. Mesa chia lawyer Kinsi Bonsu Twitwi Obepre deputy secretary Ashanti Regional ti yehwe Ashanti Regional ha ye ka lawyer obetima boa ama MPP na nkunimde 2028 dia area lawyer Bonsu Twitwi obetima boa Ashanti Regional chairman ama ye percentage nyan last 2 years no betime inkunako 90% ebetimi edin nkunimde upcoming election. Okay, Matia, Madawasi Papa say ye to sa efre will become one. Wontumi ababetre wadwin e won samahodra ekoso e wo omangane ebsia Gideon ekasa edema the new patriotic party wono ena yete ninkane na unfortunately NDC communicator no Wontumi amba mbenka yensa mo amode madwenche ba ye nyina so no twedi aponyankopon hyamu nyina ye papa panjime ko biada roma ena me di showdown jumedi ebesom mo Danis garage ope lantra top Tacoma top V8 atwa ukohu wo mu ebenye bi edi amokasa hodro nyina no wo mu obi wo mu showroom Mondays ko Saturdays na ko se nwumbre nyina no wo mu eye available wo mu cast ne so de nkrata agusu de bia me kasa asem we se sika de wo ti ato ade a ho no ato ade papa preko ene ya kwan nyina no atete aprapa nsan wan kotoka papa we ni be ba wo so no na agese wo nam highway be wan se o break e fear be wan se we engine kra no a break it down e wo kwan mu yempe ne science ne me kan for Danis garage e de ama sabre se be hu wo mu na bra beje ka wo pe 0550623377 ubetumi afre wo mo pomochi akwan so de mo kumasi asokwa wo mo ni TI amas ena edi inhweni police ban for so eso masia wo mo so se men kan che se waposo a etutu no wechi ka se udom pani ade agese wontumi ntini mu nyina no oba na behu wo mo a wo menye bi ede ama any pharmaceutical shop na se chemist shop bia obekọ bia no obenye bi e wo honom ato mo so mo pani dudu etu no obetimi akomisi herbal center imron kumase na wakwa akwajo de 0244582993 obetimi afre wo mo na ono wo nso akasa mamida production team ni nyina se hana ATP nsema hodro ba won krata ne no o de besom ye camera NAMC nso de ajwa sapoma na afa kwadwo ye bo a wo nsa no adwuma na etwegu ye executive producer Mr Daniel ye bo a me so me se na adwam eligible ye besom me de ene nana ya se wa nyame adoma echina exactly 2 pm kosi 4 pm p.m. Yebesa so edi ehia e wo showdown dwumadi so for now no dem akra stay safe.
Kumasi Online.